Hey guys, welcome to the next video on shell scripting tutorial for beginners. In the last video, we have seen how we can use case statements in shell scripting. Now in this video, we will take one more example on case statements, and we will consolidate our knowledge which we have gained in the last video. So we already know that how a case statement works in scripting, and this is the basic syntax which we have learned in the last video. So let's take an example, and this time we are going to use some patterns to evaluate some cases. So let's say we want to allow the user to enter any character, and then we will evaluate that character, and based upon the character entered by the user, we will display if it's a capital letter or a small letter or integer or some other special character, or it's not a character, he entered some string, for example. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, on the top I'm going to ask the user to enter some character. So I will just use -e for this, and I will say enter some character, and then we will allow the user to enter the character on the same line, right? And then we will take that character using the read command. So just write read, and then we will save it, for example, in a value. So just write value variable, and then we will take this variable. So I'm going to remove this variable because we don't need this variable. So now our character or whatever input is entered by the user is in the value variable. So we will evaluate this value expression, and then we will check if it's a capital letter or small letter, right? So for that we can use some patterns. Now how pattern works? So for example, we want to evaluate if user has entered the small letter A to Z. So we can use this square bracket, and then you just need to write A and then -Z, and this pattern represent that we are expecting a small letter between A to Z. Okay, in a similar way, if we want to evaluate a capital character, then we can just say capital A to Z, like this. So this is the pattern for capital A to Z, right? Now if we want to evaluate the number, any integer 0 to 9, so we can just write 0 to 9, right? Now if the user enters any other special character, for example asterisk or some other characters which is not the part of A to Z or any number, then we can evaluate it with the question mark. Now what is question mark? Question mark is a pattern which expects any special character or any character which is one letter character, right? And this asterisk or star symbol awaits for more than one character, so it can be one or more than one special character. So if the user enters for example any string and not a character, then it goes into this situation or in this case, and this is for only one character, any special character, right? And here we can echo that character. So for example, user entered value, and then we can just say A to Z, smaller letters, right? In a similar way, for capital A to Z, we can just write here capital A to Z, and in the case of integer, let's copy this and paste it here, and we will just say 0 to 9, and in the case of question mark, we will just say it's a special character, right? And in the last case, we will just say unknown input. So we will just write here unknown input. So let's run the script and let's see what happens when we run this script. So let's run the script, and let's enter any small letter, for example F, and then press enter, and it says the user entered letter F, which is between small a to small z, right? Once again, let's run the script, and this time we will enter the capital K, for example, and then press enter, and you see there is an error here, because we were expecting this statement to be printed, which is capital A to capital Z, but here it prints user entered capital K, but then it prints small a to z, so it goes into this condition. And if you also get the same error, then most probably you need to do a small hack, and this is you just need to set the lang as C. So just write lang is equal to C, so in capital lang is equal to capital C, and this means you are setting a lang environment variable is equal to C, right? And this means that you are using the safe local everywhere in your operating system. So if it doesn't work for you for capital letter, this script, you just need to set this environment variable as C. So lang is equal to C, and once again we will run the script, and once again we will enter the capital K, and this time it shows the right result to us, right? So if you face the same problem, just use this environment variable is equal to C, right? Once again, let's run the script, and this time we will enter any number and press enter, and it says of course it's between 0 to 9, right? Or any other number, for example 5, it's also between 0 to 9, right? Now let's enter any special character. So I'm entering, for example, this AND symbol, which is a special character, and then press enter, and it says user entered this and it's a special character. Now let's enter any random string, and let's see what's the result. So it says unknown input, right? So in this way you can match characters using these kind of patterns, right? For more information on patterns and regular expression, you can always search for a regular expression, and you will see a Wikipedia page on regular expression, and you will be able to understand and read there what this square bracket is, what is minus, what is this question mark stands for, or what is this asterisk, everything. So the Wikipedia page for regular expression has a good explanation on patterns. So just read that Wikipedia page, and you will be able to understand these patterns in a better manner. So case is not just used for a strict letters or characters. You can evaluate any patterns using the case statement, and that's the beauty of this case statement. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.